Hi everyone, this is Nuna Mokle, aka known as Yan here, back again. And I thought this is gonna be a pretty interesting type of video since I did along with doing a sketchbook, I did a draw with me, doing my character collage, and now I'm gonna be doing a coloring with me video. And it's just been more of a center where I'm getting a little bit more comfortable of doing this type of things, and also just making sure that I can be out there and making sure that I can be active. I'm in present right now of engaging this community, engaging into this platform, and especially on what is going on with the art communities nowadays, because we have nowhere else where we can get to go to, because everything has been such a struggle for everyone to get our art to be involved or anything. So there, I don't know why you guys are feeling like that, but I feel like I want to go into the talks, the tea, something I'm about to chat with during out this, and I just think it's a pretty fun experiment to try it and everything. So there, and yeah, just I get to be a friend with along with you guys to engage into here. I really want to make sure that this video can be able to relate to and be able to talk through and just be able to comfort and everything. So there, so grab a cup of tea, get some waters. We gotta stay hydrated from this outstanding summer of ours. Grab a sketchbook. If you're a creative out here, go ahead, or get your tablet and let's draw along and just follow along where we're gonna go to, and what is our journey out here. So I'm gonna go on into the first part, is my coloring in depth. What really significantly inspires me about my coloring process, or even so there, as you can see in this video, I only have the shots of the coloring process of me going into it, since I already have my the line work and everything. So there, kind of finished. I'm so sorry, but yeah, I'm still getting my thoughts and my voice still processing over and how I would talk okay. But yeah, so I would say a lot of things that inspire me to do a lot of vibrancies and colors is usually because I live in a pretty Midwestern area that has a lot of greens, a lot of values of greens, of trees, grass, gardens around me. And so there, it's pretty quite upstandingly obvious that I'm inspired by the things that are surrounding me, and also I want to make things a lot more brighter and more compact of color that pops off into knowing what kind of person, what kind of characters are you seeing, what kind of illustrations are you seeing, and trying to absorb into more depth. And that's a pretty great way of having my outstanding eye-catching art to be able to be in that out there. And it's just amazingly, that's my center, is everything so there and so on. So I would say my best advice is that you have to look to the things that's surrounding you, and how much you can make things a little bit more brighter, make things a little bit more of your kind of style of technique. So there, I would say basically very much getting to be inspired by watching a lot of movies that you see. So looking into what is their color palettes, what is their cinematography when they do a lot of motions into their scripts and locations, that really does help a lot. I would say also Pinterest has a really great outsource of palettes and color tones that you can also see from there. They're very substantially helpful, and I think Pinterest is also agreeably not a battlefield when it comes to showing your art and everything, so that because you don't really compare anything, you only see on images, you download them, or you take great pictures of them, or I don't know, for fun to do collages or things over there. And I feel it's a pretty nice community. And speaking of communities, where are you guys posting your artwork nowadays? Because everything is almost dying for a fact, or if you guys are not really a pussy artist girly, or a person who does that, I completely respect you and I can understand that. But I don't know, it's Twitter is dying out there. I am so sorry. Because Elon Musk has been taking on over it. So sorry for all the artists on there, but I'm not gladly there at all, so I honestly don't know what does it feel like. But besides that, but Instagram nowadays is getting terribly awful. I don't know how to say it. It's how the heck does a painting of a timeless of a piece of bread is getting more recognition than in small artists' portraits of oil paints that takes them on for days and this painting only takes like only 7 seconds of it and just to be out there. Like, that's pretty crazy and impactful to think like this place of ours used to be so perfect for doing images and everything, but now it's changing on over to do too much. Like, there's subscriptions, there's channels, there's like reels and everything. It's like a battlefield. Like, I don't know what else am I supposed to be doing or what's up there. I think that that's a really good part of size of where I'm going to continue a lot more of doing YouTube, since this is like my main center, my creativity, and where I can deeply identify myself as a creative person. And I've been enjoying a lot more of doing this editing process and doing myself a favor of putting out there, since it's like not regularly like normal or like even so possible, I guess. So I think it allows me some time for sure to focus on my artwork from start to finish, and just also at the same time I could be recording or doing something fun and something exciting from there. And it's just like amazing for a fact to actually do a bunch of there. I'm so sorry about that. I was deeply interrupted by my little sister. But anyways, so case forth. But yeah, I just feel like it's better for now. I feel like a lot of artists should put their self out there to an outlet of doing YouTube or something there. Just because I feel like this is like an impactful thing that's pretty crazy to understand or something so there. But even so, I can deeply understand and respect for artists who's not a person who would like to do cameras or anything so there or doing photos. I completely understand it and respectfully, but I don't even know how I feel about the art in modern days of like our digital world and everything so on, because everything is now complied of our phones and how much we're attracted to. I guess I feel like I wanted to do something that it gets people to maybe look at me or something so there, and I feel like definitely for sure having my artwork put out there makes it a lot more confined with my identity. And yeah, and let me think, what else am I about to talk about? Oh, and also like these characters I talk about, or making so of oversharing them, but not as much as I can. I always bring these out there, but I never quite explain them to you or ever put down at the table. I think because of nowadays I'm pushing myself away from Instagram or doing anything of those into 3 TikTok or Twitter or anything else. I've been focusing on more of like doing script writing and making sure I can involve a little bit more of my structure of a comic, having these characters out and having so a development of a better art style, redesigning them better, structurizing a character sheet and a model. And I think that's been such a really great way for me to evolve myself and becoming a better as an artist, since I'm focusing on honing my skills a little bit more. It's not absolutely right for me to do in both, because that's quite impossible and I would burn myself out and I would tire myself out if I had to do those again. And yeah, it's just like I want to find a stable way. When can I do both of them? When can I have the chance of being that artist that was freeing once before? Because I did this, strangely enough, for escaping away from a life I did not want. I had a really rough times, and I feel like only the best times I ever did have accomplishly here in my life, it was like I get to draw. I draw and I feel freeing and obligated enough to like inspire myself and so on others about creativity and everything so there. And I feel like I want to align with that in the future to do a little bit more so. And just I think I'm gonna wrap up on this voice discussion over so I can let you guys enjoy the rest of this video, and so on. I'm gonna dip away.